Assalamu alaikum. I'm Nusrat Jahan Esha. Today I will discuss about ionic bond and covalent bond. At first, I will discuss about ionic bonds. The question is, what is ionic bond? Ionic bonds are formed between two or more atoms by the transfer of one atom or one or more electrons between atoms. Ionic bond forms when the valence electrons of one atom are transferred permanently to another atom. Look here, sodium loses one electron, and chlorine takes one electron from sodium ion. So here sodium becomes cation and chlorine becomes anion. So which molecules formed ionic bond? The ionic compounds formed between non-metals and the alkali and alkaline earth metals. Alkaline metals like sodium, lithium, sodium, and magnesium, calcium, and non-metal are fluoride, fluorine, chlorine, etc. So ionic crystals have at least two atoms in their base, which are ionized, and the total charge in the base must be 0. So now we will discuss about covalent bond. It's a chemical bond that involves the sharing of the electrons to form electron pairs between the atoms. Like here, water share two electrons and form a single bond. And here, carbon dioxide shared 4 electrons, and nitrogen shares 6 electrons and formed a triple bond. The binding arises from the electrostatic attraction and their nuclei from the same electrons. And covalent bonds are identical, are non-polar, like hydrogen, chlorine, and non-identical like water, carbon dioxide. It is polar. And covalent bonds directional, means it gives the molecules definite shapes like linear, trigonal, planar, tetrahedral, etc. Here water tetrahedral and carbon dioxide linear. Covalent bond mostly occur between nonmetals and between the two of the same molecules. So we will discuss about difference between ionic bond and covalent bond. And ionic bond involves the complete exchange of electrons besides covalent bonds sharing the electrons between two atoms. Next, ionic bonds are typically soluble in water. That means it's polar, and covalent compounds are not. That means it becomes non-polar, basically. Covalent compounds are usually found in nature as gases or liquids, but ionic compounds are usually found as solids. Like water are covalent, so it is liquid, and salt, it is ionic, so it is solid. Covalent bonds are comparatively weaker than ionic bonds. So now where we can found ionic and covalently bonded molecules. So we use both ionic compounds and covalent compounds in our daily life. Like salt, baking soda, bleach, etc. are ionic compounds, and water, sugar, vinegar are example of the covalent compounds which are used our daily life. So that's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Bye.